People often tend to think Frodo Baggins is a hero, but that impression is dangerous, because he actually isn't, and I believe that's the point Tolkien was trying to make. Yes, Frodo carried the ring all the way to Mordor, but he failed. The quest succeeded, but the hero didn't. I'm sure we all recall the final scene, where Frodo is about to drop the ring, but instead of destroying it, he gives in. It is then the accident during the fight between Frodo and Gollum that destroys the ring. The most important moment in Frodo's life isn't the ending. It's at the very beginning, when he makes the conscious choice to carry the ring all the way to Mordor. We then see Frodo's heroism along the way, where he faces all kinds of hurdles. We see him suffer. At times, he gives in to the ring, and at times he successfully resists. But that's not what the story is actually about. The ring proves that corruption always exists, that people can fall into the pattern it represents. It serves as proof that no one is fully safe from power. All of us carry different amounts of it in our lives. But it's not really about the ring's temptation. It's about what we do when the ring ends up in our hands. People think the ring tests strength, but if you look across the story, everyone fails in some way. Bilbo fails, Gollum fails, Boromir fails, and Frodo fails too. Yet the world is still saved, but not because of Frodo, Gollum, Sam, or anyone else. It is because of mercy. Frodo is able to make it all the way to Mount Doom because of Sam. They were able to get there thanks to Gandalf and all the others who helped distract Sauron. The beauty of Tolkien's mythos is that everyone plays a part in the destruction of the ring. But there's one key aspect that makes it possible for the ring to be destroyed. Without it, the ring would still exist. It is mercy. The acts of mercy and forgiveness which are subtly sprinkled across the story. Perhaps the most important act of mercy is Frodo sparing Gollum. Had he not spared Gollum, Frodo would have kept the ring all to himself, and no one would stop him. It is not Frodo's bravery, heroism, cleverness, or wit that makes him the hero. It is his good heart. His sincere hobbit kindness is what ultimately allows the ring to be destroyed. And in a way, the ring does help cause its own destruction, because it corrupts both Frodo Baggins and Gollum, and drives them into conflict. But that moment only happens because Frodo once chose mercy. Without that choice, the ring would have won. Even evil participates in its fall, but only because goodness made space for it to happen. The ending of the story is not just beautiful, it is filled with meaning, with lessons for all of us to take away and to apply to our lives. Don't you think it's poetic? It is the greedy Frodo and Gollum, both corrupted by power, who eventually destroy the very embodiment of greed, power, and corruption itself. Tolkien was trying to make a very important point here. If we choose shortcuts in life, we're doing what the ring represents. If we choose corruption, if we choose domination, if we choose to take what isn't ours, it is that same desire that will eventually consume us. Because in Tolkien's world, power doesn't just corrupt others, it turns on the person who holds it. And maybe that's the real lesson. It's not that we're always strong enough to resist. It's that the moments we choose mercy, honesty, and doing the harder right thing instead of the easier wrong one, those are the moments that actually break the cycle. And in that sense, we help the story end the only way it ever could.